Hi, welcome to Gemstone Tarot. This is your weekly tarot reading for Saturday the 7th of October until Saturday the 14th of October. I got it right. We are joined by the lovely Valentine, who's having a wash in her own little ray of sunshine over there. That's really sweet, isn't it? And probably as the sun goes down and the rain moves, she'll probably move her little patch. Maybe I will too. Thank you for leaving all your comments and also for watching your monthly videos. October 2017 is up for each and every star sign, so do check that out if you haven't already. Check out with this video as well your moon and your rising sign, which will be time-stamped in the description box. Each zodiac sign's little reading will be time-stamped and you can click on it and jump straight to your bit. You can check your rising, you can check your moon, or you can cross-watch for other people. I am using the Aquarian Tarot. Where is that box? Now you're showing you the back of the card because that's just plain blue. It's an oldie, 1970. Beautiful old deck. Really gorgeous. And we're going to kick off with Aries. Ooh! I say we're going to kick off with Aries and it just flies on the floor. And also people, if you do want a private reading, you can book in the description box or you can visit my website gemstonetarot.com. Okay, Aries, Aries, Aries. Hello Aries, let's have a look for you. I'm going to choose from the Aquarian Tarot. Very interesting, that one. Ooh! Nice. And then we'll also choose some love oracle cards. That card is gorgeous, Aries. Okay, we'll take you. Ooh, that's... Ooh. Well, I like this. We'll have one for the middle, please. For Aries. Aries, sun, moon and rising. Interesting. You know what? Do you know what? Ho, 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 ho. That one seems... I'm about to say, that one seems a bit like angsty when I want to take it. I'm like, that one seems a bit like the Tower. Okay, but that's okay. I can tell you why that's okay in a minute. Aries, Aries, Aries. For some Aries this week, I mean, you've just had the full moon in your sign, Aries. For some Aries, there are realizations about relationships. It could be romantic, it could be family, it could be parents, it can be colleagues or friends, but it's relationships. And it's kind of based on who's in and who's out. And it's almost along the lines of, if you're not with me, you're against me. But you're definitely refining, what my friend used to call thinning out. And it's a gardening term, isn't it? Where you thin out the sort of weeds or the weaker crops so that what's left can grow and bloom. And I feel like you're in a process this week, Aries, of thinning out. In the middle of the reading, we got the 7 of Cups. Now, each one of these cups has a quirky 1970s gift because it's a 1970s tarot. So you've got like a very Barbarella type space helmet. You've got a rose. You've got, which could be an artichoke or a cauliflower, a mask, a butterfly, a snake, and a really 70s rainbow. 7 of Cups for me is a bit of a fantasy future card. Often in terms of relationships, this is painted as things that you can have and things that you dream about. Could just be things that you dream of having, which nevertheless need to come down to earth. Now, for some of you, this could be employment. It could be about a job, in which case it's to do with pairs of bosses, teams of hierarchy above you. And again, working out who's with you and who's against you. That's a big feature of this, Aries. Because you also have next to it the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is, well, these two people are outside the lighted church window where all the pentacles are and kind of all the red is and all the warmth is and all the fanciness and all the goods, all the goodies. That's on the inside. You're on the outside for some people and on the inside for others. Is this person on your side? That's the question for this week. For some of you is the crashing realization they are not on your side, because we have this Tower, major arcana. Something coming in that breaks down a fantasy, and the fantasy is the Seven of Cups, the fantasy card. It takes that fantasy away, brings you back down to earth, which I rather like. Because here, earthy. And we've got the bull there, looks like a minotaur. We've got the bull, King of Pentacles, Mr. Earth, Diddly Earth. You've got the earth, you're coming down to earth, but you also have Queen of Rods. Looks like she's holding a triffid. I love these cards. She is full of vavoom and Ariesness and fire. And so are you, Aries. So are you. Somehow, this actually fires you up and frees you. Because that is number 16. In the major arcana, of which there are 22. The Tower is stage number 16. And the arcana, the major arcana, is like a journey. It's an archetypal journey by the Fool. So what you would really hope for in this situation of having the Tower is that you get the next card, which is number 17, which is the Star. Because the Star is the blossoming of hope and goodness and magic that comes once this has occurred. And guess what you got, Aries? The Star. Look at that as well. It's a peacock that hasn't quite opened its feathers. How immensely gorgeous is that card? Gorgeous, 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 Aries. And that's it, crowning your reading. So actually, whatever the shake-up is, it's very, very welcome. It could already be happening or just have happened because you have full moon in your sign. The dates and times of tarot readings are very fluid because for me, the kind of digital age is that you're tuning in intuitively at a time when you need to hear something. Thought I dropped a card then. So whenever you hear this, Aries, is when you need to hear it. Oh my God. So the first love card you get is fantasy. You're coming out of a fantasy and it's all to the good for you, Aries. Oh, some of you may have been doing a bit of something on the side. Interesting. Love cards. You get tryst. This is about seeing someone you shouldn't be seeing. Seeing someone in secret if it's at work, seeing your ex for a strange whatever it is, or just something with secret liaison. If you're single, be careful who you meet this week because they may be married, taken, or in some kind of something. And you get withdrawal. And I don't think that's a bad thing, actually. If it means you coming back down to earth, Aries, I actually like that for you. Tell you what I'm going to take for you. My lovely Arians. You're going to have an Enchanted Map Oracle card. Colette Baron Reed. Woo. Aries are usually quite attuned to like papyrus and history and stuff like that. So I'm going to give you one of these. Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. You get flying. And for me, Aries, this means whatever this situation is, the Tower, which brings about the Star and dissolves a fantasy, it is going to give you a new lease of life, a new flight. I like this for you. I like the full moon for you though. I thought it was very cleansing. Very, very cleansing, Aries. This card is turned the other way, so it's yours. Blessings. Blessings and the Star. Aries, that's quite a peachy reading for you. It really is. A really, really decent reading. If you do want a private reading and you want more of an insight into your love life, work life, life, then you can book in the description box below. But I like that for you, Aries. Check out also your monthly reading if you haven't already. And check out your moon and rising sign and the timestamps. Very, very decent reading. Leave me a comment, Aries. Let me know how that pans out this week. Thank you, Aries. Okay, Taurus. Taurus. My lovely Taurians. You, Taurus. What have I done with those cards? Okay, I'm losing my mind. You, Taurus. There they are. Have been having some very interesting readings of late. And I'm imagining this week to be no exception. What is in store for Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising this week, October the 7th to October the 14th, in their love life, in their general life? What do they need to know? Is Valentine asleep yet? Oh yes, asleep completely in the sunshine. Okay. Ooh, two together. Very interesting, Taurus. Wow. Wow, Taurus. Okay. Where to begin? Big change this week, Taurus. Big change. Something is naturally ending. We've got the Five of Cups here. 3 cups are spilt. 2 remain standing. Somebody's such a beautiful card. Somebody is cloaked here in their sadness. And those birds as well. It's a kind of a wintry, autumnal kind of feel to this Five of Cups. Some ending, some kind of sorrow, but something you don't want to end, I think, Taurus. Something that may have been edging its way out of your life for a few weeks or months maybe, but something that's been holding you like this, that's been holding you back, if I'm honest. Now, it could be a work situation for some of you. It could be all of your life situation. It can be a relationship. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just trying to count the swords. Yeah, if you look at this, you can see that the swords are on either side of her, but they're not actually hemming her in. If the blindfold came off and the bondage came apart, she could just walk off, and that's always the way with the 8 of Swords. The 8 for me is always a number of movement. In the 8 of Swords, the movement is often directed at yourself. Self-sabotage, some kind of self-reproachment, self-judgment, being too hard on yourself, Taurus. Being too hard on yourself, but at the same time resisting what I believe here is an inevitable change. It's disruptive. We've got the 4 of Rods in reverse. And the 4 of Rods is a card of stability. I see this is like the 4 legs of a table. You may find that this makes you feel a bit giddy, maybe a bit vertiginous, a bit dizzy. But either way, the rug is being pulled here. However, there are still 2 cups here that stay upright. Something carries on, but not in the same guise as it did, Taurus. Now we have the Knight of Wands here. Beautiful, beautiful card. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign person. Leo, I was going to say Aquarius, what we're talking about. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And we have Major Arcana, the Death card in the reverse. And when the Death card is in the reverse, it either means this has already happened or that you're still hanging on. And that's why it hasn't been able to... Well, death kind of marches through the life anyway. The transition is already taking place. But I feel there's a resistance from you, Taurus. And the resistance is sapping strength. You've got strength in the reverse. You could really be dealing with someone with Leo, Sun, Moon or Rising. Because you've got the fire sign in the Knight of Wands, Knight of Rods, and strength in the reverse, which is the Leo Major Arcana card. Very, very interesting. I'm going to take you a Chuck Spezzano's Enlightenment card, Taurus. Because I feel we need some of Chuck's enlightenment. You may be feeling quite physically tired this week. Oh, that's lovely. You get the Grace card of Holiness. Ooh. You can see that this person, apart from being in touch with the river and with the trees, is in touch with spirit, literally. And I feel this week, Taurus, you need to tune into that. You need to tune into your own spiritual dial, whatever that is. Everybody has their own speed dial to God or source or people who've passed with wisdom and ancestors. And you, Taurus, are usually very psychic sign. So I feel like you're going to know who it is you need to tune into. Dial them up, Taurus. They've got something to tell you that will help. And look at that as well. You get the Sacred Pool for your Enchanted Map Oracle card. I'm going to look that one up actually because I want to know. Her write-ups are always so good. These are Colette Baron-Reid. I love her stuff. Yeah. Reflect by the sacred pool. Be at peace with yourself. Can you see how far you've come and how magical your life is? Do you notice the spark of the divine shining in your eyes? When you're conscious you're the embodiment of spirit, it becomes easier to respect yourself and to act in good conscience, and then you'll reap the rewards. Be at peace, for you are beautiful and loved. Act with surety, confidence, and success will be yours, whatever your inquiry. Well, that's rather nice, isn't it? But it's all about, again, with holiness and grace, this is being trapped in thoughts and in your head. And paranoia, what you think is happening, what you think you should... Ooh. What you think you should do. Here we go again. Self-consciousness comes out in your love cards. Self-consciousness is about the ego. It's about the opposite of staring into the sacred pool and being in touch with spirit. It's about being in touch with our ego, with our human, not failings, because I don't like to call them failings and they're not failings, but with our fragility. You also get fear of commitment. This is the love reading part. This is Chuck Spezzano's love cards. Something has been or is trapping you, Taurus. Because look, we've got trap along with the Eight of Swords. What I'm getting for you, Taurus, is the truth will set you free. So I don't know who that resonates with in particular, but the truth will set you free. Don't be afraid. This is the truth. The Death card, this is the truth. Don't be afraid to seek the truth, Taurus. Let's have a healing with the angels oracle card. Oh, wow. So I shuffled them really well. This came up for Aries. You get blessings as well. There's a lot waiting for you with the divine. There's a lot of help at hand, actually, Taurus. You just need to turn to it. And by turning to it, I mean with grace and lightness, with this sense of holy touch. It's waiting there to help you. Just turn to it. It's like turning to a light. Wow. Taurus, this one just fell out as well. We've got the loss card. Some of you are nursing a broken heart this week, and my heart goes out to you if that's what's going on, because that's difficult. You know, it's a difficult situation with this Five of Cups and the Eight of Swords, but let it flow through you. Like Robert Frost, the American poet, said, the only way is through. Let it flow, Taurus. Let the transition take place. Whew. Cards falling out for you everywhere. We've got fear as well. Fear is only when you try and repress things. Let it flow. If you do want a private reading, Taurus, to get to the bottom of some of this, you can book in the description box below, and then you can email me your questions on love, destiny, relationship, whatever it is. That just fell out as well, Taurus. Leave me a comment. I want to know how this is resonating with these cards dropping out. You've got the Villain card. Tough week, Taurus. Let me know, and do definitely check out your moon and rising, and also your monthly. Whew, Taurus, let me know what happens. Okay, Gemini. October the 7th to the 14th for Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising. Valentine will say hello. Oh, she's having a wash again. Hey, Val. Hey, sweetheart. She loves coming for the tarot. She'll probably disappear when the patch of sun disappears, though. Who are we fooling? She is a cat. She's here for the sun, people. So Gemini, what's up for Gemini this week? Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay. Oh, I want to know what that is because it flew out. Let me just have a sip of water. Okay, you can remain like that. Ooh, Gemini. Wow. Wow. Gemini, definitely check out your monthly reading because it was similar in a good way. Okay, we'll note that that was sideways. Wow. Lovely, lovely cards, Gemini. News coming in about love. Powerful, passionate news. It's either about love and relationships or about an idea that you love, like a new business, creativity, something that started with fire. So we have the Ace of Rods. Now, any of you, these are 1970s cards. This reminds me, there was a book, a science fiction book called The Day of the Triffids, which was made in the UK into a terrible cult television programme. But they really look like this. They're great, aren't they? Ace of Wands, the beginning of something. Creativity, fire, warmth. The start. An idea, but an idea that's really going to tickle your fancy. If it is to do with business, it's something that you love. It's a passion project. It's a person, maybe. If it's a person, it's a new relationship or a big, strong, sexy renewal of love. Nice, nice, nice. Now I say this because it's next to this, which looks a bit like a kind of 70s egg cup. The Ace of Cups, water lilies, that's the Pisces flower. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio card, but generally an Ace of Cups, full of love, full of feeling, full of emotion. With the Ace of Wands together, that's such a great double combo of power, emotion, love, new beginnings, gorgeous. For some of you, this could be with a fire sign. King of Rods, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. For some of you, you're getting a message from someone, communication from someone, declaration of love or news that you can have the go-ahead with a business. 8 of Rods. For me, each one of the rods represents travel, being overseas, messages from overseas, or more in a more modern context, digital messages. So emails, text messages, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Facebook, DMs, whatever it is, from someone you love or for something you love. A brilliant week to start things. It may be the conception of ideas, could even be the conception of a child with the Ace of Cups in the mix. The Wheel of Fortune came out, and it came out on its side, which for a wheel makes virtually no difference. What I think that says to me, Gemini, is that you can make of it what you will. It's everything to play for you this week. Glorious, glorious. If you're single, brilliant week to meet somebody. Wow. You get the magical map shifter. And again, this is like a Wheel of Fortune. It's almost like you're juggling your own destiny and fate. You get the opportunity to have this magical map, make your own map. See, the person has a blindfold on. You're that full of it, you're that full of juju, whatever you want to call it, that you can literally just feel your way and it's going to be good. Oh, it's so, so, so beautiful. You get a moonlight card. Pay attention, we've just had a full moon in Aries. If you can, safely or anyway, if you can, like in your garden or whatever it is, get out into the moonlight. Particularly if you get this, you see, you get the intention card in the oracles. To put out your intention, to ask for what you want, to sow seeds, because with 2 aces in the mix, you can sow seeds, Gemini. You can sow seeds. Now you get Temperance in the reverse. I actually like this for you. Temperance in the reverse for me is you're impatient because you've got the Ace of Wands there. You want to get started. And honestly, if it was this good for me, I'd want to get started too. In your love cards, you get the disillusionment card. Now this is important. Someone may be leaving your life who's not who you thought they were, or someone is better than you thought they were, but actually you saw them in one way. This is the real person, much more vulnerable. And you get control. For some of you, you may be experiencing in the relationship you've just been in, I get for some of you, coming out of a controlling situation, or you've fallen in love with somebody very heavily. Just watch your urge to control. Often when we really fall for someone, we want to put them in a cage and keep them forever. It's not a very Gemini trait. But you know, the heart wants what it wants. Just make sure you're giving someone the freedom and they're giving it you in return. And then enjoyment. Lovely. Time to have some heady dates. Time for a bit of love time. Also time to meet someone new if you want to be dating. You could meet someone doing something physical, something outdoorsy. I like this reading for you, Gemini. But either way, with the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the 8 of Rods, and the Wheel of Fortune, rockets, hearts and rockets, Gemini. Lovely, lovely reading. Do check out your monthly reading. And also, if you do want a private reading, Gemini, you can book in the description box below. There's a PayPal link. You can send me an email with all your questions. Whew. That's amazing. That was a lovely reading. I do like a good reading. Okay, Cancer. Hi, Cancer. This is for Cancerians, Sun, Moon and Rising, from the 7th of October right through till the 14th. It's a weekly reading for you, Cancer. Valentine is here, having a wash. She loves the tarot. What is occurring for Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising this week? What do they need to know about? Let's talk to Cancerians. Let's see what they need to know. Wow. Wow. Ooh. Okay. Whoa, something's going on this week, Cancers. Okay. Nice. This week, Cancer, you will have some kind of epiphany. It's about your own abilities to survive. It's about your most closely held desires emotionally. It's about starting to make sure they can be achieved. You've got the Hierophant. Now you can see here there's two keys there. And the Hierophant in some decks is like a priest. But it's also about, it can be Chiron, the wounded healer. Sorry, I'm just stretching my legs. It can be Chiron, the wounded healer, but it can also be your own personal philosophy. And I feel that it receives an electric shock, but it's in a kind of a good way. This may have just happened because there's two cards here where they're holding a full moon. And yesterday in the UK, at least, it was the full moon in Aries. So here, the Two of Wands holding the full moon. In this particular deck, that pink is is the moon colour. I really like that. Now this is staking your claim, new territory, starting something. And I feel it's the start of a new philosophy. Start of a new, could also be for some of you the start of a new career path or job. And this isn't for all of you, this is just for a few of you. It can be the start of being single, but in a very good way. I don't get it in a kind of sad breakup way. I'm getting it in a really enjoying it kind of a way. Being able to please yourself. It's also starting to put yourself first, which is nice. I really like that. Because in the middle here, you've got the Nine of Cups, the emotional wish card. Wish fulfillment. It usually has someone on there that looks very pleased with themselves. You know, they've eaten great food, they've drunk lovely wine. They can have what they want. They're kind of emotionally they're sated, satisfied. And next to the Two of Wands, yeah, I can see that. I can see that for you, Cancer. And this Hierophant, I can see that there's an adjustment, for some of you quite a radical shift, but it brings pleasure and it brings emotional fulfillment. You have here the Tower, Major Arcana. Do check out your Moon and Rising because this has come up quite a bit actually. Now again, there's a full moon there, a lovely pink full moon. Again, we've just had the full moon in Aries. So it could relate to that. There may have been a revelation. There may have been a happy ending to a relationship, if such a thing is possible. Or a resolution to a difficult part of a relationship with either an employer or a loved one, family member. So we have the Five of Rods in reverse. And the Five of Rods in reverse, Five of Wands is a card where you can kind of see it here. Everybody's sticking their oar in. You know, it's like minor arguments, trials and tribulations, not being able to get what you want, bad timing, things breaking down, all that kind of stuff. But that's in the reverse. I feel that's out of the picture. And next to it, the Nine of Pentacles. Single happy person card. And that doesn't mean that you're single or going to be single. It just means that you are in a self-realization. You are becoming your best self, and it's all because of this. An epiphany, some news, a piece of information, something that someone has come forward with, or you've discovered. But you're in the middle of building this new philosophy. I feel it's going to really work for you, Cancer. Yeah, so you get the relationship card of power struggle. For some of you, I feel there's been a power struggle and you let it go. Either it gets resolved because one or other of you gives up needing the power, and it could be you. I mean, Cancerians aren't one for particularly wanting power. You know, you're not particularly bombastic. You're normally the giving person. So it could be that that in itself gets resolved, or for some of you, you let that person go, or if it's to do with work, that it kind of resolves itself, which is nice. I'm just getting you some love cards, Cancer. Nice. Yeah, you see, relationship card, you've got rules. Some of you, if you're partnered, have been re-examining the rules of your relationship, especially the power struggle of it. And I feel it's coming to a very nice, sunny resolution. Those of you who are looking to meet someone, single Cancerians, you've got the play card. This is almost like adult play dates. So try and meet somebody while doing something outdoors and fun. Sporty, or if someone suggests where should we go, go to a fairground, go to somewhere that's fun rather than just a meal or something. And you get risk. In love this week, Cancer, you may need to put yourself out there, or someone needs to put themselves out there for you. If they do, make sure you're in receiving mode, because Nine of Cups is the emotional wish card. You can have what you wish for. The Tower says, be careful what you wish for, especially if you can have it. And you get enchantments. Be curious. Be fascinated, Cancer, and be open. Be open to possibilities this week, especially with that Nine of Cups. And the Two of Rods as well. The Two of Rods is actually really making something happen that you emotionally want to happen. Whew. So check out your moon and rising, Cancer, and if you want a private reading, if you want to delve further into any of the relationship aspects, career or destiny, then you can book in the description box below and send me an email with your questions. Do check out your monthly reading as well, Cancer. It's on the site, on the channel for October 2017. Thank you, Cancer. Ooh. Leo. Well, one of your cards just like flipped over on its own. And it's a nice one. We want that one apparently too. Interesting. Leo, your readings. Wow. Your readings have been amazeballs. Not necessarily straightforward, as this one isn't. But your life is never boring, Leo. You tell me it is. It never is. It never is. Ooh. Cripes, Leo. Cripesies. Right, 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. Whoa. So I'm just massaging my own feet as I'm talking to you. Whoa. Okay, I love this for you. I'm going to come straight out with it, Leo. This is the one that came out on its own. How 70s are these cards? They are gorgeous. Kind of almost looks like he's in a 1970s James Bond ski slope. Yeah. Anyway, the Fool. New journey. Something kicking off for my lovely Leos. I love Leos. Everything is with a streak of drama that I really enjoy being a Pisces. Some of you have walked away from something. If not, you will. Definitely. The Eight of Cups. Now, I like the Fool next to the Eight of Cups because we're going somewhere. We're walking away from something and starting. We're walking away from something minor arcana. Eight of Cups. Saturn in Pisces. And we're walking into something zero and major arcana. Well worth the walk. Plus, right next to that, the Sun. A gorgeous card. I know that Strength is the Leo card, but I also think of the Sun as the Leo card. And the Sun is good look, good look, good look. Take it as a good look. Good looks, good luck, good health. Radiance. It radiates, it helps, it is the truth, it's yang, it's like a little mini powerhouse, and I feel like that's what you are this week, Leo. I feel like you are integrating. In the middle here, we've got this Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio card, but more importantly, it is soul and emotion. And then we have the Hermit, the Virgo card, the opposite sign. This is a card of integration, disappearing into a cave and letting all the pieces fall into place. Like the Fool, being fearless, 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 that's fearless. And then here, the Hanged Man. This is the Neptune card, a bit like this Queen of Cups. The Neptune card, which is a beautiful card. This Hanged Man is here voluntarily. He knows he has something to learn. It's all about the crown chakra. Leo. This is big jobs, as they say. This is not a small shift. This is a real paradigm shift. That's what they call it. A seismic shift in your thinking and being, believing. Yeah. Telling me to go to the back. Ooh. Not had this one before. You get the Judgment card. It's one of the victim cards. Wow, this is someone in a judge's kind of chamber, judging himself in the mirror. Wow. I'm just going to find wherever in my terrible mess. Here we are. Good old Chuck. Yeah. Interesting. Judgment is an attempt to push ourselves away from, separate and raise ourselves above someone or something we consider to be a problem. Judgment denies or hides the suppressed or repressed guilt that leads us to judge others. It's our attempt to project onto others the guilt we feel deep inside, to make it seem that judgment has nothing to do with us. What you judge, you try to keep yourself away from and see yourself as different from. For instance, you may say you want a boyfriend, but you have judgments about men. This could effectively prevent you from having a boyfriend. The problem with judgment is that it traps us in the problem. Because we refuse to accept what's at hand, it can't be transformed or refused. And as we resist, the problem persists. It's like the story about the gorilla who, having fallen in love with us, is chasing us. So we run into a room and we lock the door. We feel a big hairy hand drop onto our shoulders. With judgment, we lock ourselves into the room with the problem, preventing the transformational qualities of forgiveness and acceptance from being available to us. Also, Leo, I would say this is to do with self-blame and sabotage. I feel with this Fool card and with the Eight of Cups card, we're walking away from that, and we're walking away from anyone who makes us actually feel bad about ourselves. I think there was a time, Leo, when you were prepared to put up with that. Not anymore. Ooh. One card just floats to the floor, lands on my feet, the Orgasm card. Nice. I want that one. Wow. That's interesting. We get disillusionment, these are the love cards, fear, and orgasm. What I get for you from those three, Leo, very interesting, is a sexual awakening. You got the Sun, you got the Eight of Cups, got the Hanged Man. You are changing something about your physicality, about sexuality, about some of you may be leaving a relationship where the sexuality part of it was very off. For one reason or another. That one. Yeah. For the enchanted maps you get compass. And you are at the centre of the compass. This is gorgeous actually. This compass has all of the astrological wheel on it, as you can see here. But I feel you are putting yourself centre stage. I feel you're walking away from any complications of other people judging you or making you feel judgy about them. So that it's like a sort of mutual judge club. But I feel like you're in a transformational time. And this week is the bridge. Stick with it, Leo. You may find that you are a bit, not unstable, because actually Leos can ride the storm better than anyone I know. Such a big heart and soul for it that you're ready for it. And you like to change, but it's quite kind of deep and life-affirming. You may just feel a bit wobbly. But but it's all good. It's all good. But it feels deep. Leave me a comment, Leo. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below. Yeah. I like your reading. But a lot is going on for Leos ever since that series of eclipses in August. Your readings feel really powerful. Check out your moon and rising, Leo, and also your monthly, your October reading. Thank you, Leo. Have a good week. Virgo. Virgo, sun, moon and rising. This is for October. Of course it's for October, Gemma. October the 7th to the 14th, Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know? Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo. Wow. Definitely check out your moon and rising. Some cards are coming up. Whoa. Do you know this? One card has come up in nearly every single reading. I'm sure it's because of this full moon in Aries we've just had. Virgo. You know it's over. That's what I'm getting for you. 8 of Cups. Saturn in Pisces. Saturn, the taskmaster. Head ruling the heart. Walk away from something that once fulfilled you, but no longer does, even though you wish it did. With the 8 of Cups, you always wish it still did, but it doesn't. Some of you may have already done this. Others of you are just feeling the need. This week as well, it's important to find a time to rest peacefully. Virgos can get quite jangled when it comes to too much input, too much going on, too much emotional mess. Take some time for this, however this is for you. Bubble bath, walking the dog, meditation, mindfulness, whatever you like. You know, disappearing into bed with a box of ginger cookies and a good rom-com, whatever. Or watching the sport, doesn't matter. 2 cards that have come up in nearly all the readings here. We've got Death in the reverse and the Tower. Feel like this full moon in Aries has caused a big shake-up for most signs. There is some part of you resisting this change, Virgo, because we've got Death card in the reverse and it's a major arcana. The Tower, this is something happening, this is some revelation. It's some of us, when we've got the 8 of Cups and the Tower, it's just the dawning of a realisation that something is over. That maybe we thought we could hold on to somehow, that if we made enough effort, if we both made enough effort, or with a job, if we kept working at it, or a relationship, if we kept working at it, that it would somehow transform, that it would actually just stay if we just hung in there. But I get for this, this week is the revelation that it's time to let it go. We've got the 4 of Cups in the reverse. There has been in this situation jadedness, boredom, sick of how things were. You know, it's actually a blessing. This Tower is a blessing for you, Virgo. And somewhere underneath all this, or inside all this, or to the side of it, or wherever it is an opportunity. Now, particularly if you're wanting to leave a work situation, or if you're wanting to leave a relationship, the Ace of Pentacles is here. This is the chance to build something new. If it's work, it's the chance to transform your wage structure, not just to get more money, but to change the way you earn, to move into a whole different echelon of money, to start a new business, to start a new side hustle, to start a new campaign of sorts. Or if it's the ending of a relationship, it may be finding a new place to live, finding new ways to look after yourself. The Ace of Pentacles is a really positive card for you there, Virgo. Yes. And you get the Success card. So in a way, whatever this walking away is walking away towards a success. It's a difficult thing to do for everybody. I get for a lot of Virgos that this is about work, a job. For a few, it's a relationship, but for many, it's a job, and it's a heavy heart because the 8 of Cups, you know, there's cups involved. But it is an opportunity. Okay, for some, this is definitely a relationship, though. That card wants to be seen. Control, and also 2 pieces of a heart that won't fit together. For some, it's just a relationship that will not fly no matter what. And the two of you could have put effort into it and it still doesn't work. You may have been back and forth a bit with this, but these two pieces don't fit. And also control. Sometimes someone brings out the controlling side of you. Sometimes you bring it out of them. Sometimes it's just the chemistry of it. And then you get the healing card of receiving, Virgo. And I feel like this is clearing the way for you, giving you an opportunity to receive real and equal love. And you get here and now. And this is a call for you to live in the present. Even if the present is feeling sad at the moment, live in the sadness, live in the real, live in the here and now. You know, it's that whole thing of what time is it now? Where am I? Here. It's actually much more grounding, and that's what the Ace of Pentacles is as well. To feel that you're in the here and now rather than if I get through this, I'll have this future. And healing with the Angels Oracle card, Virgo, you get emerging, which is beautiful. And that's what I genuinely feel is going on here. And that's what happens. This person climbs quite a hill to get to the success. But you're a Virgo. Virgos do climb to get to success. They do work hard. They do stick with things. Whatever this is, whether it's work this week or a love situation, stick with it. Take time for yourself with that Four of Swords and just see if you can get yourself into the here and now, Virgo, in order that you don't resist what is effectively a very healthy transformation for you. If you want a private reading, Virgo, to sort out some of these issues this week, you can book in the description box below. You click on the PayPal link, and then you can send me an email with any questions and your star sign, and we'll have a look at that for you. But actually, this is a very provocative and healing reading for you this week, Virgo. Do leave me a comment if you can and let me know how it resonates with you. Check out your monthly as well for October. See what messages are there and check out your moon and your rising sign, Virgo. Okay, thank you, Virgo. Libra, what is that card? You're having that one. Hi Libra, this is your weekly tarot reading from 7th to the 14th of October. Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. Lovely Librans, let's have a look for you. Sun, Moon and Rising. What does Libra need to know about love, life, relationships, magic and mystery? What does Libra need to know? Definitely check your Moon and Rising because that card has come up loads. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Some of you this week may be meeting up with an old friend from the past or an old lover from the past, an old work colleague from the past. And it's a nice vibe about it, actually. We have the Six of Cups here, Libra. Beautiful cards. This is the Aquarian Tarot. Forgot to say that Valentine is here as well, but she's sleeping on the bed. Six of Cups. It's a card of nostalgia, but also someone from the past, past feelings, because it's next to the Three. And this is the Cheers card. This is friends, this is having a drink, this is a reunion. You may find yourself in some kind of reunion situation. I mean, in this day and age, this can be someone popping up on Facebook that you haven't seen or heard from, but is quite close to your heart. For a few of you, it might even be an ex popping up again. Possibly an earth sign person or a water sign person. Whatever happens in this scenario, Libra, there was something about it before that upset you or them or both. We've got the 5 of Cups. 3 of the Cups are spilt and 2 remain. For a few of you, if you've had relationship troubles recently, this could be someone coming back. With the 2 Cups in the upright, yeah, you've got the 3 of Cups, the 5 of Cups and the 6. So for some of you, if there's someone you broke up with, you were wanting to hear from, you may hear from them this week. And it's in the upright as well. When the 5 of Cups is in the upright and the 6 of Cups is in the upright, there is an opportunity to kind of see these 2 full cups and still maybe work with them. For some Librans this week, this is to do with work. You may have mixed feelings about the work that you're doing. You've got the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. And this is about assessing how far you've come. You can see here there's a workman leaning on his rather beautiful, well, it's kind of a bird's head, but it's a diggy thing, spade or a hoe. And then you've got the 8 of Pentacles in the upright. So you may find that you're weighing things up but still carrying on. If it's in a relationship, again, you may be weighing up how far you've come and find that you're still carrying on, and maybe to a very nice conclusion as well. You have the Queen of Wands, beautiful, beautiful card. This is quite a sassy card. This means you'll be feeling quite confident. If you do meet up with someone from the past, you may be tempted to present the very best of yourself, to come across as, you know, sassy and interesting and confident, of course. Interesting. Interesting. It's a real mixed bag for this person coming back from the past. For some of you, previously, you went down the wrong road with this person and it was a mistake. But a mistake can be rectified. You just need to go down a different road. What you can't do with this person, if someone's coming back from the past, Libra, you can't do the same thing you did before, because you will get the same result. And that is the trap. We have a trap. Don't fall into the trap of going back to where you were before with this person. You have the Luck card. For single Librans, this can be meeting somebody new. For coupled Librans, it can be rediscovering love. And also, if you're involved in this situation with someone coming back from the past, either offering you a job or offering you love, there can be something really good in that. I don't always recommend it, but I think in this case, Libra, I do. It looks good. You look good. I like this Queen of Rods. It's sassy. If you don't know what to do, you get the Healing Angels Oracle card of Divine Guidance, Libra. Look to the divine. Ask the question. Just literally put it out there, ask the question. See what comes back to you in your intuition and what comes back to you through signs. Speaking of signs, that just dropped on the floor, which is the Joy Couple card. Nice. Ooh, so Libra, let me know. Oh, look, what also just dropped out was old wounds. And it's whether, Libra, those can be healed, because what you don't want to be doing is treading the same path and reopening them. I feel there's literally no mileage in that for you. It's about a genuine new start. Maybe with that person, but a genuine new start together. If you want a private reading, Libra, to try and iron out some of those things, you can book in the description box below. You click on the PayPal link, send me an email, let me know what you need to know, and we'll have a look for you. Also, check out your monthlies. Sounds bad, doesn't it? Check out your monthly reading, Libra, for October, and your moon and rising in the timestamps below. Thank you, Libra. Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. October the 7th to the 14th for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. Love my Scorpios. Right. Let's have a look for you. Ooh. Scorpio. Oh. I know which card I feel is going to come up, but it hasn't. Thank God. Thank God. Good. Scorpio, that's amazing. That's an amazing reading. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana out of 6. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. It's a great week for you, Scorpio. I love this. Where to begin? Such nice cards. Might as well begin at the beginning with the Fool. New journey, new phase of luck. New juju, new magic. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. If you've met someone, it could really be a relationship that leads to something. Something really good. If you've broken up with someone, it's a brilliant idea. Whatever you're doing or find yourself doing or what you're doing at the moment, Scorpio, it's got knobs on. It's so good. You got the Fool. You got the Lovers. Also, isn't this card staggeringly gorgeous? It's so beautiful. This is the Aquarian Tarot. I love this for you. The Lovers. Love. I feel this is love. Love potential. Love relationships. Love for yourself, everyone else, the universe. A whole big... This is a 1970s tarot pack, and I feel like you're in a whole like 60s, 70s flower power loving, because we've got the Fool, we got the Lovers, and then we've got the Star. And you can see there's like a peacock thing. And for you, I'm getting Phoenix. Phoenix, Phoenix. I've been doing your readings for a while, Scorpio. I've been following them, thinking about them, and they've been tricky for a while. They've been tricky. I've done private readings for Scorpios. I've read the comments from Scorpios. It's been a tricky time for my Scorpio friends as well. Finally, this seems, and it could have been the full moon in Aries, I don't know, but it just seems like there's a shift towards the magic, the love, the milk and the honey, the promised land. I mean, it really is good for you. I love this. You've also got the Chariot, major arcana, the Cancer card. It could be, I mean, you've got the Gemini card as well. You could be involved or meeting a Cancerian or a Gemini. But also with the Chariot, you could be leaving something pretty swiftly that's so good for you to leave. So good for you to leave. Or starting something. The Chariot is sometimes bolting to something or away from something. This is major. 4 major arcana out of 6. And then you have the Four of Swords. You're starting to be able to achieve equilibrium, some peace of mind, to be where you should be. And God, you deserve it, Scorpio. It's been rotten. You and Pisces, actually, to be honest, for all of the signs in their own different way, the last year has been challenging. You get the Four of Swords and the Five of Swords. And I feel like with this Five of Swords, someone or something has had power over you for too long and you've taken it back. See, you're taking all these swords back. The power of the Star. The Star, which is hope, magic, right next to the Lovers, and then the Fool. I mean, it's so beautiful. So, so, so beautiful. It's like a flower opening for you, Scorpio. I'm loving this week. And I feel it's kind of longer than this week. This kickstarts something. Nice love cards too. You get disillusionment. Somebody wasn't who they said they were, and I feel like you've either kicked them to the curb or you found out who they really are and you can accept it. You get responsiveness. This is meeting someone who gets you, or being with someone who finally gets you, and you can respond. You throw the ball, Scorpio, and they catch it. And you get tenderness, which is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. A good week if you're single for meeting someone. Get on to wherever it is people get onto, Match.com or whatever. Do it safely, but do it this week. Can't say that enough. You got the Fool, beginning of a new journey. Fool, Lovers and the Star. You know, if I was going to hand pick my tarot cards in a reading, they'd be there. Oh yes! I'm going to do the when Harry met Sally start thumping the tarot table, which will probably fall apart. Look at this Valentine. Romance. Oh my God, I want to frame your reading. I actually want to frame your reading, Scorpio. Big love to you. You'd be pleased to know that we're all jealous of those cards. Oh wow, and this just flew out. Adventure. If you do go on any dates, make them adventurous, make them outdoorsy. Oh God, well done. Bless you. If you want a private reading, Scorpio, you can book in the description box below, or you can visit my website, Gemstonetarot. Do hit the like button, because hey, how can you not like that? Wow. Scorpio, namaste. Let me know. Leave me a comment. You rock. Okay, thank you, Scorpio. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, how can we follow Scorpio's amazing reading? Let's try, Saggy. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. This is for October the 7th to the 14th. I'm Gemstone Tarot. How are you? Let's have a look at your cards. I'm using the Aquarian Tarot, Saggy. Nothing wants to come out now. As does that one. Okay. What's in store for Sagittarius? What do they need to know? Check out your Moon and Rising, Saggy. Check out your Moon and Rising. One card has come up, I think, in every single reading. Wow, okay, good. Sag, this week there's some kind of choice about love, probably. Maybe even between two people, two things, two types of relationship. Love and work, love and money, but there's a choice, or a choice within a relationship. You may have been waiting on someone. You've got here Death in Reverse, followed by the Lovers. Beautiful card. Death in Reverse, followed by the Lovers. Resisting some kind of sacrifice or choice about love to do with somebody. And it can be to do with someone long distance, someone overseas. Because we've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse as well. And this is kind of waiting for your ship to come in. Next to that we have the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is messages. Digital messages, emails, text messages, Snapchat, all those kind of things. You're waiting to hear something. And I feel that this message will come, but it's going to make you have to decide something. And it could be between two people, because we have the Page of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Swords. For some of you though, I feel this Page of Pentacles is about patience rather than a person, it's a message. You will get half the message, but the rest is to come. And it may be from or about this Knight of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, an air sign. Be patient, Saggy, be patient. I really get this waiting for a ship to come in, waiting for a message, waiting for news. It could even be actually about a job as well, or an offer from overseas, or a job with travel involved. Again, you're going to hear, but if it is about a job, again, you will have to give up some of your criteria. There will be some element of sacrifice about it. It's about this Knight of Swords again. There's some kind of sacrifice about being with this person. You're resisting some change. It could be resisting losing your single status, or resisting moving away from somewhere that you live. Kind of get new territory. Wow. You get the Lovers. Push me, pull me. Somebody may be blowing hot and cold with you, or Saggy, you might be blowing hot and cold with them about a decision to move things on somehow in a job or in a relationship. Something will come in that's going to set something off this week. The 8 is movement, and the 8 of Wands is movement and communication. And then you get the healing. For some of you, this is what you've been waiting for. Your ship does come in. I like this. I like this very much. No, I want one of these. I want that one. This, clean it up. This is about keeping your side of the street clean. This is about waiting with dignity, and all you're doing is keeping your side of things in order. You don't get involved in whatever their side of things is. Your decision and your sacrifice is yours to make. What they do is up to them, is the message that I get, Saggy, for you. Let's have a look at this one. Wow. But it looks like it's going to go your way. We've got new beginnings for you. New beginnings. Walking off into the sunset together, or alone, or with a new job or something. Having made a decision of what you need to keep and what you need to leave behind in the cleaning up of things. I like this for you, Saggy, as well. This is a good reading. If you want a private reading, Sag, you can book in the description box below. Leave me a comment, let me know how that pans out for you this week, and also do check out your moon and your rising sign. Very interesting. Ooh. Whoa. Thank you, Sagittarius. Have a good week. Okay, Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. This is your reading for the 7th of October to the 14th of October. What does Capricorn need to know this week? Love, general, life, destiny. Ooh, I'm getting really clear cards for you. Whoa. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, that's come out loads. Ooh. Wow, Capricorn. Ooh, Valentine has sprung up to life. Hi, Val. Capricorn. Whew, wow. This is amazing, actually. I like this a lot. Something have been bothering you. 9 of Swords. This is the 4 AM card. Mars and Gemini, waking up, having bad thoughts, worries, spinning round and round in your head. Oh, what if this, what if that, what if the other? You've done your worrying time. Capricorns worry a lot as well. It's part of being a Capricorn because of Saturn. You're always wondering if it's going to work out. Did you plan it right? Have you put enough in place? Is it safe enough? Now, that's kind of ending, and I'll tell you why. You've got the 9 of Swords and then you've got the 10. And difficult though this card looks, actually it's a relief. It's a big, it's like a fever breaking. If you look, compare the 9 and the 10. You know, the 10 kind of has new life coming. You can see the sun coming up. With the 9, it's like, oh, dreading, just dread. And dread is always worse than the event. Also, the 10s are the end of things, the end of cycles. So, something comes to an end, but you want it to. The wounds can then heal, you can move on. Whatever it is that comes to an end, it starts something amazing for you, which I really like. Either in love or in work, career, destiny. You get the Page of Wands. This is something happening with passion and purpose, pushing forward, not worrying so much, getting on with it. I really like it, and it's something you really want. 9 of Cups, the emotional wish card in the upright. Love this for you. If it's love that you want, yes. If it's money, if it's work, yes. Because Major Arcana, you've also got the World card. Beautiful card, isn't it? Beautiful card. Amazing. And the World, again, is a whole new cycle. You've got the World in the upright. You've started something. You've kicked something off this week. You might not even realise it. And it started with this ending. And that ending ended the dread. Because you also have the 6 of Wands, the Victory card. Beautiful, beautiful card. Love, love, love this card for you, Capricorn. Whatever you've been working at, whatever you've been worrying about, this comes to a conclusion. The world opens up for you. Victory is available. Passion is here. The 9 of Cups, emotional wish fulfillment. There's some nice readings this week. I'm really happy. Really happy. Woohoo! If it's love that you want, Capricorn, you've come to the right place. Trust, you can learn to trust again. If you're single, you're going to have to trust. Floating on air. Nice. That's meeting someone with chemistry where you just feel like you're floating on air. You're so happy all the time. You really click. And delight. Whatever it is, if it's love, work or destiny, this is a good week for shedding your skin, Capricorn. Shedding your skin. I love it. Definitely check out your moon and rising as well. And you get the signs card. Look out for signs. There will be signs this week. You may have your own way of looking for signs. You may see feathers. You may see things floating. It could be anything of that nature. Look out for your own particular signs and symbols. I love this for you, Capricorn. I really, really do. If you want a private reading, Capricorn, you can book in the description box below. Click the PayPal link, send me an email with all your questions and your star sign. I'll get onto it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Check out your monthly reading as well. Oh, Capricorn. Smoking reading. Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. October the 7th to the 14th, 2017. Hi Aquarius, what's in store for you this week? Let's have a look. Using the Aquarian Tarot, it's the original 1970s. Absolutely gorgeous version. That one for you, although it feels a bit weird, so I'm going to look at that. Aquarius. Oh, wow, that one actually literally just fell into my lap. It wanted to come out. Valentine joins us. Oh, she's having a wash. You've had a lot of washes, Valentine, haven't you? Who knows what she's been up to outside. Wow, Aquarius. Whoa. Interesting cards. Good. Aquarius, something toxic is seeping out and going, leaving your life, and you're realising at a very deep level that it's been damaging to you. The Devil in reverse. I like this card in reverse much more than I like it in the upright. Next to that, the High Priestess. Isn't this a beautiful card? Now, the High Priestess is a deep, intuitive knowledge that something has been working against you. Something's been holding you back. Something's been toxic. Something's been poison to you. You are emerging like a warrior, Queen of Swords. Look at you. This is you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Queen of Swords. She's got roses around it. I love that combo of soft pink roses and a great big sword. You are using your intuition to cut through the bull, as it were. Anything you don't need, you can cut out. You are willing to stand up for yourself this week, Aquarius. We've got the Seven of Wands. This is you taking a stand. No more. It comes from a very deep place. A very deep place. This is about, with the Three of Wands in reverse, someone may have pulled the plug on something. It could be a relationship, a job. They haven't gone through with everything they promised and you're just not having it. You're not putting up with crap anymore. I like this for you because it comes from the High Priestess, but it is executed by the Queen of Swords. She's my off with their head queen. And then underneath all that, the Sun, Major Arcana, backing you up. Feeling those rays, feeling the warmth and the light and the truth. You know, when we get the Moon card in a reading, often we're being deceived or there is illusion, delusion, borrowed light. But when we get the Sun, we can see it clearly for exactly what it is. And I think that's what you're going to do this week. Ooh, one just popped out then and popped back, as they say. These are Chuck Spezzano's love cards. Ooh, that one. Nice. Lovely. If you're single, make yourself available. Put your lucky pants on, Aquarius. If you've just met someone, it could be really romantic. And if you're coupled, a renewal. Look at that. Romance. Sensuality. Woohoo! And enjoyment. Those are gorgeous cards for you. Let this devil pass out of your life, whatever it is. It could be a toxic workplace, a toxic person, a parent, anybody. But you have listened to your intuition. You've let it guide you. And you've stood up for yourself. This week you will stand up for yourself if you haven't already. Again, another sign got this card, here and now. You are living in the here and now. There is no fantasy future. You're not going to dwell in the past. You're right here, you're right now, and you've got a big sword, Aquarius. Love it. Ooh. With this High Priestess as well, and you also get the Dreams card. Listen to your dreams. Write them down. Write them down, Aquarius. I like this for you. Very, very positive. Also, 3 Major Arcana in one reading. There's been a lot of Major Arcana today. And a lot of love in the air. You are no exception, Aquarius. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below, Aquarius. Click the PayPal link, send me an email with a list of questions and your star sign. We can look into whatever the situation is. Love, destiny, love and destiny. I like that for you. I like that very much. You've had some tricky readings lately. I feel this is a very healing week. Thank you, Aquarius. Leave me a comment and also check out your monthly reading for October. Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. This is for October the 7th to the 14th, 2017. Love and general destiny, the whole bit this week. What does Pisces need to hear? What do we need to know? Ooh, that card feels really powerful for some reason. Oh, we've got 7 cards, lucky number, lucky 7. What was that one? Okay, good. Pisces, oh, again, I'm using the Aquarian Tarot. It's original 1970s. It's a real beaut. Ooh. Wow. Pisces. Very interesting. Some Pisceans are experiencing being held back. It can be now, or it could be happening this week. It could already have happened with this full moon in Aquarius. I've got here the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. Pisces gets the 8 of Cups a lot in readings generally. The 8 of Cups is Saturn in Pisces. Now, you're a Pisces, you're watching this, so you already know what Pisces are like and why we're represented by cups. Love, emotion, feelings, the sea, liquid, water, no boundaries, faith. Now Saturn comes along and quite honestly kicks the whole lot of that and says, yeah, I hear all that, but you're walking away. Go. Right now, turn your back on all those cups and walk the lonely path away. This message has been coming through to Pisces since we had the last of our Pisces-Virgo eclipses in February this year. And some of us are still like this. We're still hanging on to an idea. The 8 of Swords, Cups, is about emotion. The movement away from something you love. 8 is movement. This 8 is surrounding yourself with swords. This is hanging on to an idea or a thought or a strategy or a ploy. Probably about the same thing you should have walked away from or already have walked away from at least once. Time to release. Time to release this. Time to release Pisces. Now I get here we got the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel here this is the need for us to look after our finances, our material things, our homes, our survival, our abundance actually. To protect ourselves and to allow it to flourish. We also have the Empress in reverse. Some of us may be having some issues about letting go of something to do with the female line of our family or our own femininity. Some of us it could be issues to do with fertility, about starting something, starting a business, starting something creative, about literal fertility. But for the majority of us there is something we loved, someone we loved, still needing a full release. Because we have the 6 of Cups as well. And this is nostalgia. This is missing someone. This is missing something. Missing the past. Missing a past life. Missing a past person. Missing a relationship. Even someone popping back up like an ex. Someone coming back. You know, do you miss me? Do you miss me? Loads of little messages. Oh, you know, how it could have been. Whatever. We have the 10 of Rods in reverse, the need to jettison the cargo, drop the weight, drop the baggage, lose the baggage. It's baggage. We don't need it anymore. And the 7th card that popped out was the Knight of Rods. For some of us, this is new love coming in. It's passion, new passion. It's a new feeling of passion. It's the need to move on. It's moving forward. This can't completely happen until the blindfold drops and we actually really see our situation for what it really was. And also we stop looking back, stop the nostalgia. Chuck Spezzano's Enlightenment cards. Ooh. Oh, I like that one. That's lovely. We get Trust, the healing card. And we get Flow, the gift card. Trust in the flow of the divine Pisces. Pisces is all about the flow. Pisces is the water sign. There's a reason for walking away. There's somewhere to go. I'm reminded now, who is that? Oh yeah. Oh, I can't remember. It's a poem. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it, Pisces, and I will post it. Oh, love that. We get self-consciousness. We may have been involved in the past with someone who made us very self-conscious and lose our confidence. We also get loss. There is still a loss to be mourned. That's the Eight of Cups, walking away before this can be healed. And then we get the healing power of communication. Some of us need to write that closure letter. Some of us need to communicate with someone from the past. It could be a family member. Not that one. I want one of these. Something needs to be said. There's something unsaid, unwritten, unspoken needs to be released. Ooh, what's that? These are new to me. We get Ghostlands, number 17, which is one of my favourite numbers actually. Let's have a look. Colette Baron Reid, Enchanted Map, Oracle cards. Wow, how pertinent is this? Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing. For rarely do the present and the future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It's a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps towards a goal or dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia, Six of Cups. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments, or revisit lessons learned. However, Pisces, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday's gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. Woo! And the poem was something like, I sleep to wake and take my waking slow. I find out where I'm going from where I need to go. That was the poem, a fragment of a poem by somebody who I can't remember who it is. One of you will know because it's a very Pisces poet, and Pisces love poetry. Pisces love poetry. He's a great poet actually. God, I wish I could remember his name. Pisces, Pisces. Yes. We get retreat. And this can be, and Pisces are good at retreating actually. Sometimes we need to just remove ourselves from toxicity and demand and retreat to heal. And that's what I get for us this week, Pisces. Enjoy that time of healing. Enjoy this Eight of Cups if you can. Enjoy this healing closure. If you want a private reading, Pisces, you can book in the description box below. Click the PayPal link and then send me an email with your questions. This is a very deep, and they always are for Pisces, deep reading. Do also check your monthly reading on the site, on the channel even, and you can leave me a comment. Let me know how this resonates, and check out your moon and rising. Thank you to all 12 signs for hanging in there with me. Everybody has their sign mapped out with the timestamps in the description box. You can check your sun, moon and your rising. If you want a private reading, go into the description box, or you can visit my website, Gemstonetarot.com. Namaste. See you soon. Bye.